Grand Theft Auto.
There goes that Johnson boy again.
There goes that Speed boy again.
It's black sauce.
And now it's
What the
like
hell?
I have no idea what happened there. Gigantic taxi orgy.
This taxi cabs are like, hey, let's wrestle in the street here.
They were all
They're
greased up
wrestling.
like my mailbox.
Let's play sumo wrestlers.
Faster than a grease taxi.
That reminds me of when my high school put on their theater thing every year. One year they decided to do Grease, and they gave like John Travolta's role to the kid with the biggest forehead in school.
What's
Yeah,
his
'cause-
name? Foreheads McGillicuddy?
Forehead.
No, it was Martin.
That was his mob name.
I mean, it's a nice dude and all, but it's his forehead's
He was a nice guy, but I could not stop looking at his forehead.
Oh, here. Wait, it's Kyle MacLachlan. Everybody, shh, Kyle MacLachlan.
Very loyal for the right price, but groups of men get greedy. A valued resource, an old Oriental gentleman I know has been kept.
I love Kyle MacLachlan. Me too.
They're trying to extort additional funds.
So, why did they not use him in Liberty City
He
Stories?
sounds like a
Probably
news, the guy who, like,
Go and rescue my friend. Do whatever it takes.
reciting news stories.
Sounds like a
He's so
generic
awesome.
NPC in a video game.
Well, you guys suck because he's Kyle MacLachlan.
Maybe that's why he didn't have a speaking role in San Andreas.
No, it was Vice City.
Didn't he, like, eat a guy in Liberty City Stories?
Yeah,
Spoiler.
he ate Avery Carrington. But yeah, I think he actually did a really good job because it kind of shows just like how cold and uncaring the character is.
Oh yeah, it's just like, you know, that time that Sephiroth stabbed Aerith, and I was just, I cried, you know, when that happened. Because I was like...
And I
it's
hate
like,
you.
It was the moment that changed my life, yo.
I think it's very dramatic and poignant how every character in Oblivion has the same voice. It's a very gripping commentary on how like-minded the modern society is, and not just because they had one voice actor for every single role.
Oh, you Drackle.
Well, fine, make fun of me if you want, but I still love MacLachlan.
Are you wearing a Tom McLaughlin t-shirt right now?
No.
What is Kyle
McCollum,
MacLachlan?
Blue Velvet, Dune, Twin Peaks, Showgirl.
Oh, that guy, of course. Yeah.
Yeah, that guy. He's awesome.
I agree.
The reason why there was like 5 identical Texas cowboys wrestling behind your truck just now,
Those were Colombians.
wearing
Where-
cowboy outfits.
Yeah.
Actually,
They should be
that's
more
like
Colombian.
Crocodile Dundee.
They didn't like. They should be more Colombian. Like, they should all be
Okay.
called Juan Valdez and have mules.
And be delivering coffee instead of shooting you. They try to kill you by throwing it in your face.
And then all you can think, instead of shooting them, all you can say is the best part of waking up is Folgers in your cup.
I fucking hate Folgers, man. I switched to it this week. It sucks. I can't wake up for shit. Maybe it doesn't help that, you know, I'm up for 23 hours a day, but still.
I don't think it's a useful substitute for sleeping.
I love when you, like, shoot someone's limb off in this game, it like, goes rocketing away.
I thought that's how it actually worked in real life, like crash dummies. Somebody just hits you in the chest really hard and your head flies off.
Blasts off, like, 800 feet.
I'm sorry, this is like the 4th time you brought up Crash Test Dummies in 2 days, and you say I'm bad with the Power Rangers?
I have not. You lies, sir.
I haven't heard Drackle bring up Crash Test Dummies.
It's probably
Probably
because your
haven't
connection's
in
been
the
cutting in and out like a
You
man.
want the chainsaw bingo? Ma,
You
ma,
know,
ma.
whenever you can't hear me, like if the audio cuts out, just assume that I'm talking about crash dummies.
Big man.
Correct, apparently.
Take the old Oriental gentleman. He's capitalized. He's just an old Oriental gentleman.
That's his actual name.
If you look on his license, which he doesn't have because he drives for shit anyway, it would say an old Oriental gentleman.
No, it just says old Oriental gentleman. That's his name.
That must have been a fun name to have. He was like 7 years old in school, and they were like, gentleman, old Oriental.
Oh, gentleman. It's the name he went by until he was like 60.
So he got
He
his
actually,
respect.
I remember when the old Oriental gentleman shot down John McCain and tortured him for 5.5 years. Go, you would say. I really need to get a better point then.
Are you still baking bread, Roosevelt? Or whatever
Pizza.
you're doing? Pizza.
Yes.
I need to buy bread for my family.
I couldn't afford my apartment, so I moved into the back room of a pizza place.
I work in a bakery.
I figured it was easier for me to do this because the pizza place is on the ground floor, so I wouldn't even have to drag the couch up a flight of steps.
He just
So I asked them if they wanted to trade and move upstairs. It's a little bit more inconvenient for the business.
Whatever. Now we get to watch this guy, like, walk all the way in there to
Into that
this
black
really
void.
majestic symphony. Okay, and now this mission, this one took me a while to do,
A while.
until I remembered a trick. Yes.
It took him a whale to do.
Oh,
Look at
well.
his suit. It's like in three
Nothing
distinct
drives down real
pieces,
estate
and it's
prices
not a
like
three
a-
distinct.
So
That's
is
everyone that
everybody's
built the Grand Theft Auto's graphics. So is Claude. Look at him.
Might be going
That's
have
why
4
video
axes.
4 of this thread is called Attack of the Ant People.
far. Let's capture
And they all swivel independently from one another.
I want you.
Claude Crazy Leg Speed.
Kenji is attending a meeting at the top of the multi-
It's hard to believe that San Andreas was on the same engine.
Get a cartel
I like
gang.
how they're in this game. Like when they talk, their mouths just flap open and close
Man,
constantly.
his voice is too smooth.
Like they don't even like sync very well with what they're saying. Their mouths just flap open.
Yeah, but this was amazing at the time. It was like that time that Sephiroth killed
You
Aerith.
see how that guy's mouth's flapping around? It's so realistic.
I would like to say something here before I get interrupted, and I don't have time to say it. What you're supposed to do in this mission is drive up
That guy?
drive up to the top of this car park and kill this
Let's talk
guy.
about crash test
without
dummies.
ever shut up.
Like in that episode of The Simpsons about the crash test dummies.
I like to
You're
bring up when
supposed to-
Aerith killed Sephiroth.
You're supposed to drive.
That bizarro version of Final Fantasy.
Simpsons.
You're supposed to drive up to the top of this car park.
I want to play American McGee's being John Malkovich game. Coming in September 2009.
I hate you all.
I swear to God, I once found a fan fiction that somebody had posted somewhere where somebody had combined Final Fantasy VII and The Simpsons, where
I'm cutting
Homer and Cloud had
out
merged into
in
one
a
being.
voiceover myself.
Alright, what is it? Rock Tumbler.
Okay, what I'm supposed to do is drive up to the top level of this car park and run over this guy, because if I get out of my car, then they'll see that I'm not really a Colombian guy, and they'll know that it's me and not the Colombians. So but that's really hard because they all have guns and they'll like blow up your car in a matter of seconds. So I take a different route and take advantage of the fact that splash damage is not limited by level architecture.
Like how Claude skips around when you sidestep.
That is amazing.
You must be a model.
He's on fire.
Kenji is fender meat.
Screw you, Kenji.
Dealer minced.
Killed him and like
Killer Julien.
other than Donald Love wanted to start something between the Colombians and Asians, elderly Orientals, as their gangs now.
What's with this like soundtrack you've got going here?
It's the opera station.
This is FFN. It's like It's like the best radio station in the game, seriously.
I thought you were still on Missile Waster's music, and I was like, wow, he has some odd taste in music.
Nope. This is like probably the best radio station like the history of video games.
It's from Don Giovanni, but I can't remember what the hell it's called. That's all I can tell you.
People screaming loudly.
You just had to get out of the car to dump it.
Yeah, I forgot. I thought you had to like
Dump this car by
actually
parking it in this properly marked space and then putting a quarter in the meter.
The cops, like, well, we were following him, but then he completed his mission. What are we gonna do?
Got
Got out of the
and
car.
left.
Didn't know.
got him and walk
No.
away.
You just
We'll get you next time, Claude Speed.
Crazy legs.
Plum just disappeared.
He plumb disappeared.
His legs do go crazy when you're, like, strafing.
Are you gonna finish
Dodge.
this mission in 1 minute 40 seconds? I don't think so.
Everyone in this game is really fat.
I like how apparently like you had to go in and kill like 2 dozen people to get this guy back because Donald Love can't live without his Tai Chi instructor.
Did they ever really explain what his purpose was?
He's a Tai Chi instructor. Donald Love is really into like ancient Oriental meditation techniques.
Old Oriental gentleman.
And apparently cannibalism.
My old Oriental Tai Chi instructor.
Like, old experience.
Well, it's like that mission later on, where he disappears and you just have that box there.
Shut up!
The old Oriental gentleman, dumbass.
I'm cutting it out.
He's a pivotal plot
Now
point. They
he's
just
cutting
take him.
things out.
The storyline of Grand Theft Auto
I
is
have
detailed, and it's like a 3-part novel.
Well, fine, whatever. Apparently
It's the
nobody
greatest
thinks
story ever written. Screw F. Scott Fitzgerald.
nobody thinks that
Mark
particular
Twain.
plot element is interesting, so I won't cut it
I'll
out.
just
Fine,
sleep.
whatever.
So what happens to the elderly Asian dude?
Does he
I
get
don't
his
know.
He eventually gets his own spin-off game, and it was called Kung Fu.
Nice.
Yeah,
Good going. Sport.
that was the best.